I would like to I would like to start the session with a simple quote. Learning is experience. Everything else is just information. About by Albert Einstein. May I ask how many of you would accept this quote? Any guesses for today's topic? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, So today, I am Sujata and I am a trained graduate teacher who teaches science. So today's topic is about experiential learning. So the agenda for today's training is meaning of experiential learning, principles of experiential learning, characteristics of experiential learning, experimental learning cycle, learning style model, and benefits of experiential learning. So before we ponder into the session, I would request everyone to take paper and pencil and draw a picture related to every single word displayed on the screen. Please, I request. The drawing can be very simple. So, yes. If you are done, please inform. Can anyone share your thought when you were drawing these words?
There is some problem with audio. It's not audible for me.
Oh, now it's clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Ah.
Dearest participants, if someone is done, you can just unmute yourself and turn on your video and show it to the resource person.
Or you can
Sujata ma'am,
share also. Yes, sir.
do not take much time for
Okay, sir.
activities, ma'am, because I don't think
Ah,
anyone is responding for this activity. So
okay,
after
okay.
every 1 or 2 minutes, I think you need to speak to your participants.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
So, so here, most of us, when we see happiness word, so it'll be like it'll relate to smile, laugh, or something. Then family, either it can be a nuclear family or a joint family. Then teachers. So we will all have an image where a teacher is standing in front of a board or sitting in front of a table. So all these will be related. But interest, if you see interest, it will vary from person to person. So interest, it will be different. So now when we connect the word learning, learning is a common word, but whatever the whatever we are going to learn the concept, it will be different. So hence we learn many things by experience. So experience is the master of all things. So now if you see experiential learning, we have traditional learning as well as experiential learning. So can anyone say about what is the difference between traditional learning and experiential learning? Any guess?
Yes, ma'am. Traditional learning means teacher centered, but
Uh,
experiential learning means doing by learning.
Doing by learning. Thank you, sir. So it is about in the classroom itself, it will happen most of the things. And in traditional learning, it is about the main focus is about the exams and the result oriented. But in case in experiential learning, it is by learning by doing. And here it is about the observation, reflection, problem solving, and creation. Here in experiential learning, it is the mistakes are embraced. So here they are regarded as an opportunity for learning. Experiential learning, it is a concept where the student learn by doing, and it helps the student to engage in activities. So that makes them act and develop something on their own. So it enhances social skills, boosts knowledge, enhances problem solving abilities, and build connection. So all these will be, in a nutshell, the experiential learning will take place. So here there is a process. So what are all the process here? It is about the active learning process, then hands-on experience. Then, so if you see a picture, so it is the all the students are actively participated in all the activities. So here it helps them to learn something, and it engages, the students are engaged here, and it develops the knowledge and skill. And here, the hands-on experience, they learn by themselves. For example, if you see a child when he starts learning to walk or something. So first, when he starts to walk, he or she starts to walk, they will catch hold of some wall or chair. Slowly, they will start walking. But once if they gain the knowledge or gain the experience, they walk freely. So this experience, what it will gained by the child, will be a lifelong process, and they will not forget it. And here the most important is about the reflection. When the child gets an experience, it has to be reflected. So when once the reflection takes place, then only whatever the understanding by the child will be uh, retained by the person. Then it is a connected learning. So here it is the students' prior knowledge, experience, and social and cultural context. It is the experience is not an isolated thing. So it is a connection between the social and cultural context. And it is a lifelong process. So when a lifelong process, it remains relevant and it is meaningful. It helps them to grow and adapt to the new environment. So I will quote one more example. So it is traditional, this one, where if a person is about to miss a train or something, so when he is in on time, when he reaches, so the next time the person, when he wants to get into a train, he priorly engages himself so that he will go before in hand to the railway station so that the train will not miss. So whatever when he is about to miss or missed the train, that will be an experience. It can be any kind of experience. So the child or a person will be learning. So there are certain characteristics in experiential learning. So it is about the real world focus. It is deeply connected with the real world situation. So here it is about the uh, authentic experiences, and the knowledge whatever is gained is directly gained by the learners, and it also helps to bridge the gap between the theory and practice. Here it is about individualized and flexible. So each learner will have a different learning style. So this learning style, we will see in further this one, how different learning styles are there. So it, according to their own preferences, this experiential learning will be adaptable and they can approach, it will be approachable so that it will meet their individual needs. And it is a personalized learning journey for the learner. And practical assessment. So here the practical assessment, it is about the real world project, and the assessment, it is tangible. They can see the result within their own reach. So it is, that is why it is called as a practical assessment. Then active participation. All the learners will actively participate in the experiential learning because they get hands-on experience. The hands-on experience can be like simulation, case study, or internship. So all these can be, they involve, the learners will be involved actively. And it is a continuous improvement and critical thinking aspect. Here, what happens is the learner will continuously experience and he will learn and the knowledge will be retained. And this will help in analyzing and problem solving technique. Then collaborative learning. So as it is involved, group activities are involved. So what happens is they will have a collaborative learning. It enhances communication, teamwork, interpersonal growth, all these will be learned. Okay, so next is experiential learning process. So it is an iterative continuous loop, and it is developed by David A. Klopp. So the first one is concrete experience. Here, the learning begins with the learner uses senses and perception to engage what is happening. Reflecting. So after the experience learned, the learner reflects whatever he has observed. So whatever has happened, and it connects the feeling with the new ideas. Next is thinking or abstract conceptualization. Here, the learner engages in thinking to reach conclusions and form theories. Concepts or general principles that can be tested. Then active interpretation or acting. Here, actually, the learner will test the theory and apply what has learned by the previous experiences, and it will get a feedback, and you will create a new experiences. So for this, I will say a small example. Like when we are teaching different kinds of taste. So different kinds of taste, we know, like you have sweet, sour, bitter, hot. So all these taste buds will be there. So this is a concrete experience. When we ask the learner, have you tasted, what are all the different types of tastes you know? So the learner will say all the different kinds of taste. So when we ask where are exactly the taste buds for sweet and bitter or sour and salt, hot things, so where the taste buds will be there? Because of the experience what they have had, they will say it is in the tongue. But in which part of the tongue it is there, then they will have an observation that, yeah, I experience throughout. If you say bitter, throughout my tongue, the bitter taste will be there, or sweet, if it is throughout the tongue, it will be there. Now, we are going to give a example. We are going to give some pieces of sweet and bitter. Now, when you chew or when you taste these, analyze where which part of the tongue is being for sweet and for the bitter it takes place. So when they start analyzing these, then what will happen is they will this is what the active experimentation taking place. So here the previous thing was throughout the tongue we will find the taste buds, but when we are experimenting these sweet or sour or bitter thing, so they will taste from which part of the tongue the sweet will be felt, and which part of the tongue the bitter will be felt. So they will come and answer like the sweet will be experienced in the front part of the tongue, and the bitter part will be the backside of the tongue. So now we are now clear in the concept of where which part of the tongue will have these kind of taste buds. So this is how a simple experiment can also help them to learn the concept. Any experiences from the participants?
Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, as I'm teaching class UKG kindergarten section, I
Huh.
did one activity like when I have to teach them the taste, the five senses.
Ah.
So we have used different sources like sugar, salt, lemon, just to let them know. And we have
Mm.
given the eating objects so they
Mm.
can feel the difference.
Yeah, very good.
So it was a wonderful activity, and all the students have thoroughly enjoyed it, and even the concept was also clear to them.
Ah, that's what. So our teaching part will be very, very easy. Smart work we'll be doing. Yes, ma'am. Any other?
And when once we are done with the all five sense objects like this, then we have created one sense station where we
Ah.
have given one magic box to the student,
Ah.
and whatever object came out from that, they have to think which sense organ we use for this object. So
Mm.
that was really nice. They were able to give answers, and it was a fruitful activity.
Okay. Any other reflection? Any other participant? You can share your own experiences.
Ma'am, these experiences are good for smaller children, but for class 11th and 12th, they do not work out.
They do not work out. No, actually, in for 11th or 12th and 10th, like the physics part, they can, like you have one more method. In the course of time, there is one more method where we can use this kind of experiences so that they can learn. It will be very engaging for them.
Ma'am, I'm an English teacher.
English teacher, like many of them, the enacting part, the
Yes, ma'am. Role
voice
play,
modulation, voice
voice
modulation,
modulation.
because many of us will have a monologue only. They will not have the voice modulation technique. So where to have, how to talk about the speaking skill.
Ma'am, even ASL.
Even ASL, yes, ma'am. And role play will be
Role play.
yeah, very suitable for you. Or they can like there is one small activity where the story, you can abstract the story, and each character or each part, we can divide the classroom into 10 or anything, 10 students, so that each part of the story, each person or each student will be saying this surprise character, one person will say. So they will say the story, but each, if the entire story has around 7 to 8 parts or something, so each part, the main crux, main point can be discussed in the classroom. And one more, the last part will be like, what if this end might not be there? If there is any other climax, so that part can be included. So they can inculcate the story as well as, and they will be able to speak in the forum. So it will be, they will learn how to speak in the dais, and all these can happen.
Ma'am, we have Nukkad Nataks also, where many
Look,
children can be involved.
yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. So now we will be seeing about different learning models. So now if you see each learning model, then the how the styles are there, we will all go back to our classroom together finally. So this student will learn this type. So we are all actually doing this in our classrooms. Most of the things we will be doing in our classrooms itself. So the first learning model is about the experiencing. So experiencing is nothing but the hands-on activities. And this style will thrive on hands-on experience and strong relationship. So the students who will prefer this learning model will be best in teamwork and emotional connections. So if we go back to our classroom, some people will be very good at teamwork. So they will say, we will form a team, we will do one group. So uh, these students will be through the experiencing learning model. Then imagining. So it emphasizes on observation and reflection with a preference for creativity and empathetic learning. So these style, the students will prefer brainstorming or exploring new ideas, and they will be thinking out of the box. So they
Box.
will, out of the box, they will be thinking. So I think most of us will be going back to our classrooms only. So because we think those are our children rather than, so reflecting here, it engages careful observation. So they will observe clearly, and they prefer, and students who prefer this style will excel in environment that encourages thoughtful analysis and contemplation. So here the students will deeply analyze, and they will say like, this can be done, this has to be done. So students with profound observation, they will be like reflecting learning model.
Ma'am, even the children feel more comfortable with their peers.
Yes, ma'am. Then next is analyzing. So here it is about the systematic thinking and critical evaluation. So students who prefer this style, they will have more logical reasoning and problem solving techniques will be there. So they will excel in inference type questions. So when we give an inference type question, then they will be the first one to answer. So they analyze each and everything, and they will say. Then thinking. It is the use of logic and reasoning to frame argument and communicate ideas. So here also it is about the analytical process, the learning model. Then deciding. So here it is about the decision making and goal setting. So now when we talk with our students, they will say that I have this goal setting, or they may say that I have to go to this particular college or this particular streamline I have to go. So these students, what they will do is they will focus on planning, and they will be doing in a methodically they will work, and it is about the planning and evaluation. Next is about the acting. Acting, it is about, this style will be about the goal oriented and assertive type. So they will be motivated by the tangible accomplishment and in a sense of urgency. Now when we are taking any particular chapter or anything, so what they will do is, few students, they will spontaneously come, I have finished, especially till fifth standard, sixth standard, till sixth also, they may say that I have completed. But slowly, when they go to higher classes, this will start losing their thing. So here in higher classes, we can go for goal oriented, or we can have a tangible result. But it will be very subtle. They will say, but it will be very subtle in the higher classes. Initiating. So initiating, it is about the spontaneously and risk taking. So here also some students, when we say something, any project to be done, so or any chart to be made, or anything to be done, okay, I will give you some work. So, or any project to be done, some students will spontaneously come, yes, I will do. Even in throughout all classrooms, this will take place. So they are in a initiating learning model. So they will be having, they will take the risk. They want to have new ideas. Then balancing. So it emphasizes on weighing pros and cons. So here students are skilled at balancing. some students in the classroom, if they are having some conflict between two groups or something, so one student will come and say, you, there is no difference and all, you can adjust, you can do. So these are also a learning model where they will have a balancing. So they will have a diverse perspective on a common ground. So how many of us have gone back to our classrooms? I think yes. Can anyone share some points?
Ma'am, at times the elder students do not accept the others. Then you have to make a balance between them. And then create an atmosphere which is friendly.
That's what.
Involve, ma'am.
Ma'am, I couldn't get you.
It's good to involve students, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Involving in different tasks. And they happily do it, ma'am. They happily do it. Decorating the board or the class board or the house board. They happily do it.
They happily do. Yes, ma'am. So when we give this kind of work or in this kind of thing, they will happily come and do the things. So they wanted
Ma'am,
involved.
praise is required. We have to praise them.
Yes, ma'am. So that is what their tangible benefit. So they
tangible.
want
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. So this is one kind of learning, discovery-based learning. So this discovery-based learning, it is actually collaborative guided discovery learning. Here, what happens is the teacher will act. Now we are all acting like a facilitator only. But in this type of learning, we properly become a facilitator. So here the facilitator will give clear instruction in the form of worksheet or in the form of worksheet. So now, for example, if you see, the student is about to know about the parallel venation and reticulate venation, the leaf structure they wanted to learn. So when they are doing this, so many of us know there are only two type of venation, but this teacher will give, you have to observe which is parallel venation, which is reticulate venation. The instruction will be given. Reticulate venation will have a one main vein, and it will have many parts. Then parallel venation will be parallel to it. So when they observe, so what is the example they have to write? So all the instruction will be given. So they will see where it is done. It can be outside the classroom. We can go throughout the our school campus, and they can see, they can observe, and they can write. So here the teacher will not instruct where it is there, what it is there. So the student will observe these, and then it will be done. They will find out. Now, for example, if it is in maths or in social, if they have to draw something, then they can have the analysis like this. Then one more method is jigsaw method. So here what will happen is, we can divide the entire classroom into groups. So around 4 or 5, in one group 4 or 5 students will be grouped. So that group is called as collaboration group. So each group will be numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all ones will be grouped as an expert group. Now I have shown you in the picture. For example, if you have to find out the different kind of landforms in geography, we are having different landforms. So these landform, each landform can be given to one particular group. So this expert group, they will join together, they will discuss, they will say what is happening, how, what we will be giving for one landform for the second. So different landforms will be given by the teacher. So this students will form one particular landform, will be grouped together, and they will analyze, they will read the textbook, they will search for the information where all these kind of landforms will be there. So they will discuss among the expert group. After discussing, they will come back to the collaboration group. So this will be this, when they come back to the collaboration group, among the peers, among with these two other students, they will start discussing about what type of landform they have analyzed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all the landforms will be discussed. So here the discussion can be either in the form of a presentation or it can be a role play. So it depends upon the entire group how they will be discussed. And this is a very nice activity. For example, if you are in maths, we are having 4 different kind of operations. So each operation can be grouped one. So addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So addition, what are all the points in addition can be discussed. So they will come back again. So for subtraction, in word problem, there will be some keywords where these keywords, if these keywords are there, then we have to subtract. Or if it is about the property. So all these can be grouped together and they will come back and they will discuss among the peers. So have anyone done any other activity like? And this jigsaw method and discovery learning, it will be like they will, the students will actively participate in all the activities. Any reflection? Okay.
Ma'am, the shy ones will become more extrovert.
Which one, ma'am?
If there's a group, ma'am, if there's a group, we have both introverts and extroverts. The shy ones will become more
Shy.
extrovert.
Extrovert. Yes, ma'am.
They will learn, ma'am.
They will learn. Because for each and every one, the jigsaw thing, each and every jigsaw method, each and every student will get a chance. They have to come and present in front of the other students. So when we are going to implement, I think most of us, we are implementing experiential learning. But some small tips for the teachers to implement experiential learning. So start small with simple activities. Like one of us said about the census in their school, how they built sense box and how the students having enjoyed their with the taste, the sour taste, and with the senses how they have learned. So we can start with small, simple activities. Then actually when we are tying with the activities, we have to tie with the learning objectives. So learning objective, more than learning objective, the learning outcome also should be involved, because now we are more emphasizing on learning objectives and outcomes. Then we have to encourage student reflection post activity. This is the most important, very, very important part in experiential learning, where the reflection by the student should be done. So unless and until the reflection is engaged, then the student understanding will not accomplish, will not complete it. So reflection by the student is very, very important. And as we have learned about the different learning styles the previously, so we have to be flexible and open to student input. So because the student experience only they are going to say, and we can incorporate cross-disciplinary task. So, like for example, we can cross curriculum or cross-disciplinary. We can have cross-curricular maths with the social, science with English. So all these can be done in science or in maths also. The geographical area, what part is land, what part is water, or different type of vegetative propagations are there. So all these different cross-disciplinary tasks can be involved. So these are small tips where we can implement experiential learning.
Ma'am, history with English is a very
Yes,
good
ma'am.
combination.
Yes, ma'am. History with English. That is
Very
a
good
very.
combination.
Yes, ma'am. Any other combination?
Science and maths, ma'am.
Science and maths. They go both hand in hand, science and maths.
Hi, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just a parent, and really I'm so happy that because of that jigsaw, really it is a interesting interesting thing, because as ma'am said, Rita ma'am said that introvert and extrovert, they both can be. Really, I loved it because as a child I was very introvert, but later on. By this discussion only, I myself just turned to extrovert, somewhat extrovert right now. But it's a very good thing, as ma'am said, that English and history, and I feel the same thing, that geography with the respective languages, like because they will be very comfortable in not only in just with English, but
Yes,
with
ma'am.
every languages.
Yes,
And
Language.
yeah, every languages, it will be more understandable. Feel like
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
yes,
It's more understandable and make them to read it or know about it. As in one slide I have seen that expressing out their things in every way, so that they will ask not only with teachers, they'll discuss the things with their parents. So it's
yes,
a
ma'am.
good thing, and really I was impressed by the jigsaw method, and really it should be implemented, so that it is not within the subject, or to mingle with other subject also. It's a
Yes,
good thing. Yeah,
yes.
yes, ma'am. So nice to be in part of this um,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
session.
ma'am. Thank you for your
Thank you
valuable.
so much.
So now we will see what are all the benefits of experiential learning. So it is about critical thinking and problem solving skills. So as we have discussed throughout our session, how the learners will experience or will analyze information and they will adapt to new challenges. So this is very, very new important because of our present scenario. They have to adapt to the new challenges. So that is more important. And improved knowledge retention. So this is where when the experience, when they take and when they reflect it, so it will have a deeper knowledge retention. And if we compare to the traditional method, the experiential learning, as they say, it is, we are using multiple senses. With the multiple senses and the processes, multiple processes are involved. So the knowledge retention will be very, very high. Then increased motivation and engagement. So the enhanced engagement, it is naturally motivating and engaging. It provides immediate feedback. So when someone says about their own experience or something, so it is tangible. The experience have, whatever they have felt has been the result has come out very nicely. So it will increase them, it will motivate the students highly. And the experiential learning is about the real world application, where real world things will be used for the experiential learning. And it can be like the simulation, then internship. Now in many colleges, internship has become a part and parcel of the curriculum. So they are, whether it is an arts group or an engineering group or any group, they are having internship. And in schools, we are having projects. So each year we will have a cross curricular project will be taking place. So these are all will be helpful because they are using the real world application.
Ma'am, CBSE has introduced now skill development.
Skill
One
development.
skill has to be developed.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
long time back, ma'am, let me tell you, around 30 years ago, I was working in BSF school, Border Security Force. There, the children would adopt for how to make a chair, one skill, or electrical boards, one skill at that time.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
later on, it was not being followed. But now again, skill development.
Skill development, yes, ma'am. We had
Yes,
that SUPW.
ma'am, that was slightly different,
Ah,
SUPW, but we had skill development also.
skill development also.
SUPW, I remember, ma'am. We
Ah,
would grade the children.
yes, ma'am. They will be engaging. They will SUPW. All the students will go to that particular this one. We cannot borrow those classes and all. We want to go. The students were very much involved in that SUPW work. And
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
and this skill development. So actually now there is a research. It has taken place like the blue collared jobs are reduced by 50%. So we find very difficult to engage either a plumber or an electrician. It is very,
Yes,
very
ma'am.
difficult. We have to either depend on some cluster like urban group, urban club, or any person where we have to depend. So these jobs, the blue collar jobs have reduced by 50%. So these skills are carpentry, for example. Carpentry is has become very, very less.
Ma'am, with the advent of AI, People are scared also.
People are, yes, ma'am. With the AI, also it is like now we have to go along with the AI. How we are going to cope up with the AI is also there.
Right, ma'am.
Because in Corona, we learned about the PPT presentation and all those we coped. Now, the new challenge is about the AI. So, using AI, how we are going to further develop ourselves so that we can teach our own students. So, it is also a personalized learning, and mainly the experiential learning. What we are doing is it is for preparing for the real world. So students gain practical skills and attitudes needed for success, which is outside the classroom. So the main purpose is to come out of the classroom. And this approach helps them to become better prepared for the future careers and everyday challenges. For example, we have NSS. NSS in schools, we have NSS, and in colleges also NSS are there. So they will have the health camps. So when they are in the NSS, the students will know how to handle different kind of when there is rain or when there is summer. So how to handle these health camps, then environmental projects, internship. So all these are some examples where the student will be learning about will experience their own learning process. So I request feedback from.
Ma'am, it was a wonderful session. Very simple, but one would take it easily. Wonderful session, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other feedback, please?
Actually, I had not attended, thorough workshop on experiential learning. I had read only few documents, CBSC document, but this, the contents and the points that you shared, Sujata ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
really valuable.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I believe it was indeed a very informative and wonderful session. I could see people also actively participating in the what we say activities conducted by ma'am. So thank you so much, Sujata ma'am, for such a wonderful session.
Thank
It
you,
was
ma'am.
indeed it was indeed a great 1 hour time listening to your session and also seeing participants participating. So I believe that's all for today, dearest participants. We'll meet tomorrow again with another wonderful session like this. Thank you, Sujata ma'am. Expecting much more sessions like this from your end.